to go here. So this is any percent no out of bounds. We the category where we can go through the entirety of the game, collecting the only minimal necessities of beating the game, like collecting 40 out of the 50 boos. and we can also do glitches that will help, save times. Glitches that will allow us to do some skips, but as long as it just remains in the boundaries of the game, it will be valid. This is very different from any percent because any percent means you can use the out of bounds glitch in area 1 after fighting Chauncey, and the chest that spawns can help you push you through the wall and basically clip you out of bounds, which is kind of like the void in between like the two floors. And it's quite an interesting out of bounds trick, but it's very, very tricky to maneuver around in. But that's essentially the one glitch that we cannot do in this category. Well, and basically throughout this category, I mean, yeah, I should say throughout this game, after Area 1, because in Area 1 there's not really much that can really go on. It's just about trying to use the most optimal strats and going fast, catching ghosts. But when we get into the Area 2, that's when we'll be introduced to a bunch of new factors of the game, like RNG. Like a lot of things can, a lot of like RNG dependent things can make the difference. But yeah, like I said, in Area 1, not much really happens. It's really all dependent on skill. And a lot of the tricks that we use are used to help maneuver ghosts, so that way we can set up for doubles. Not every case is going to be a double setup, because in the case of the wardrobe room, there was one ghost that spawns in the middle, is the one ghost that influences the next wave of ghosts to spawn. It doesn't matter, or I mean, it doesn't really, the ghost from the wardrobe doesn't really influence anything. That's actually just a ghost that's hiding. So that basically means we get him later. And because this is also any percent, no out of bounds, we don't worry about collecting money at all. Well, speaking of money, they can try to complete Area 1 without collecting any pearls, but unfortunately that was not a good spread by Neville. If you do manage to beat this area without collecting money, you get to skip the progress screen, and it saves you roughly a second of time. I suppose HD does have a slight lead right here, so I'll switch to his feed. So after dealing with a couple of portrait ghosts, we'll be moving into Chauncey, the Area 1 boss. Some of these portrait ghosts, they have unique abilities that can, They have unique abilities that are used as like attacks. such as like manipulating manipulating objects as projectiles, which you'll be seeing that it's part of Chauncey's attack cycles. Alright. So, the way this boss works is that he has these attack phases, and we're going to be just, positioning ourselves to accelerate these attack cycles. And to our knowledge right now, we are only able to get him in 2 cycles, because it is currently not possible to one-cycle this ghost. So what we do is we'll just break off at roughly 50 HP, and that'll give us the same attack cycle as the first one. If we go below that number, then his second attack cycle is going to be a bit slower, because his attack cycle will be launching an extra set of rocking horses. And we also damaged ourselves on the left side to get invincibility frames to catch the ball and shoot it right back at him. Well, so far, not really much has happened. Still basically neck and neck. So when they deposit their ghosts, there's a total of like 23 portrait ghosts, but a few of them are basically optional, so we can skip those and only go for the ones that are necessary for progressing through the game, such as ones that have keys. So I will briefly explain. We are playing on Japanese. It is found to be the fastest version over NTSCU. And PAL is just a completely different game, and it's... Hello, hello. Am I back? Discord said I was connecting, so I don't really think I was talking. I'm so sorry. I think my internet was being a derp. Okay, well, hopefully I'm back now. And you guys can actually hear me this time. Ooh, okay. So we just we just got the poster skip. We pushed the button and now we unleashed all the boos. Just have them gone scrambling throughout the mansion. So one of the requirements was we need to get all 40 boos. Well, 40 out of the 50 boos to beat the game. And one of the attachments that EGAD gives you is a Game Boo Horror, which is a radar that helps you locate boos that are hiding in each room. Now, at times, we don't particularly rely too much on it, because it's not always the most accurate, but they both got the tech skip right there. Alright, so Mini just got back in a little bit of a lead. So yeah, this is what I'm kind of talking about when RNG can kind of influence who is the who's going to be ahead. And when they're looking for boos, they want to try to activate. They try to want to spawn him. They want to try and find the boo first, and not the decoy. Say they get it first try, and it also negates the timer of which they switch spots within the room. What really helps us, though, is that we kind of want prior knowledge of where all the locations are for the boos, so that way we know which ones we need to search for. Okay. Oh, I think HD just got the lead again? Oh, okay. I didn't really see what happened. I guess Mini got a decoy and he didn't get the spawn the boo the first try. Excuse me. Alright, so we're gonna mirror warp and then head to the mirror room to go get the fire medallion, or the fire elemental. And these ghosts, you saw them before, they're called grabber ghosts. This is like another variation of those, and they're invisible. Yeah, not a big deal, really. You can use the mirror to kind of figure out where they are, but in our case, we already know where they spawn, so we just need to let them grab us, and then we can shove them away and into the other guy. And, oh, let's see, where's that boo hiding? Oh, looks like that was a D. Oh, he was hiding in the painting. Okay, well, very similar RNG. Now they want to grab the boo and the fire medallion, or elements, so they can, the game will count as them picking it up, therefore acquiring it, and if they save, they can quit, and then save and quit, and then they can go back to the foyer and grab this fire here, which skips us having to do the fire puzzle in the mirror room to unlock it, and also saves us some dialogue from EGAD. So, Give me a moment, because I think my chat doesn't work right now. I'm going to attempt to pull this back up. Alright, so we got Mr. Shivers. He's the butler, so the idea is we're gonna shoot fire, and then he'll be making his way into the butler's room. And during that time, we're gonna be clearing the laundry room. And the runners are gonna be setting up this neat little skip called, I guess, chess skip. We grab the hat as soon as the camera pans to the chest spawning, and that'll skip it. That'll skip the animation from playing. Still neck and neck. We're 16 minutes into this race. Like, this is insane. I should point out that HDlax has a 30-second PB difference over Mini, but judging by like how close they are right now, it could be anybody's race. So this is like the hidden room in the game. And what we're doing is we're opening these chests, then spraying fire as soon as the ghost spawns, and that'll get rid of their ice without having them play the burning animation. So it saves them a couple of seconds. I guess more than a couple, but yeah. Also, Minnie didn't get the tech skip on that return into the butler's room. Will he be able to get the tech skip here? Oh, nope. The angle wasn't good at all. But yeah, the thing about that, he almost soft-locked right there. You can actually get stuck in between the... Like, you can get stuck in the wall right there and just get soft-locked. So that would have been really bad for Minnie. But to be fair, he did kind of just appear out of the hole instead of being inside the wall, so it's still really scary. So this is Medley. She'll be playing one of two songs for us. She can play the underwater song from Mario Brothers, or the athletic theme from Mario Brothers 3. It looks like both of them got the water theme. And ideally, we want the Boo to be hiding on the right side, and which we got. Alright, so after that, we're kind of just finishing up Area 2 right now with HD and Mini. But here's another case where we can spray fire, and the ghost spawns, and oh look, we can stun him with our flashlight. So we picked up the water medallion, or the water elemental. Explain vacuum cancel? Vacuum canceling, yeah, that's another thing actually. With the elements, if you press all the way down, like really fast, on the left bumper, you can squirt. You can basically shoot a fire or water blast or ice blast, and that'll basically skip the animation of Luigi pulling out his vacuum. And you can do that like on the first frame that you have control of Luigi. So whenever you go through doors, you'll notice that they're going to pull out their vacuum to skip Luigi pulling out his vacuum manually. And the same is also kind of like done with the flashlight skip. So setting up a double here, that's a good RNG. Oh, nice. Minnie got the super fast one, but it did seem like that one. It seemed like that one ghost was heading to the right side. So this is Bogmire, the second area boss ghost. He's a bit tricky to handle because his pull is very strong. So you want to have as much control as you can while pulling him. And sometimes he'll pull you. Oh, look at that. And if he's pulling you too much, he'll break off. And you'll have to do another cycle. Oh, Minnie, he got it. Just barely, though. Well, sick. No big mistakes happened so far. I think it's just been mostly RNG. Well, let's see. Area 3, so... Yeah, I guess I would say that Area 3's got to be the last... we'll be showcasing the last few things that are new for this category, other than like other than like another skip much later on. But anyway, so we are going to be throughout the area, we're going to be collecting Mario's lost items. They're basically a requirement to catching the fortune teller, and then she'll give us a key to the upstairs attic. Or I guess it's... Is it up the attic? I mean, it is the safari room, I know that, but yeah. But here's King Boo's altar. Essentially the place that we want to get to do the King Boo fight. Yes, world record is 55:58 by Blue Hits. Alright, they got the stumble skip, nice. Can Minnie get the same skip? Alright, nice. Nobody's gonna be losing a second of time right there. Alright, so here's another optional portrait ghost. If he's not important. A lot of these like optional ones, they will just give us money. And a nice little trick here, we can spray water underneath this floor to put out the fire. And right here is another opportunity to get a tech skip if this ghost will get in the vacuum. I'm not sure if Minnie is going for the tech skip. I don't think he is. Yeah, some of these tech skips, they would only probably save you 3 seconds. But once we collect, I think, 15 boos, or no, I guess it would be Nana's. I guess it would be Nana's boo, but HD. Okay, that kind of scared me. He gets it though. When we get Nana's boo, I think that's when EGAD starts giving you information text, which is like more detailed information about like certain portrait ghosts or certain areas in the mansion. And they just waste more time than we want them to. So this is a little bit of a route change, a difference in route, but it's not really that different because it's just a matter of preference whether they want to do Petunia first or do Nana's and get Nana's boo out of the way. Alright, so HD got really good RNG because the boo was hiding in the table there. The boo can also be hiding in a object on the left side, and there are 2 other pieces of furniture on the right side, so we just want them to appear in one of the locations that we're closest to, so we don't have to spend too much time walking around looking for him. And Minnie got the second best RNG in his situation. Oh. Yeah, he could have stun locked. He could have frozen the boo in place with the ice there. That would have gave him a chance to grab the key. But I think he would have got bonked anyway. Alright, so this is the altar room. Or the astral hall, I should say. So I kind of briefly mentioned before, ghosts spawn in waves. And we basically have like, we need prior knowledge of where ghosts will spawn so that way we can kind of coordinate our attack. And he gets the double right here, which was a good choice, honestly. Alright, that was a good find from HD. It wasn't the best find, though. And it looks like Minnie's gonna do a different double setup, which is interesting. Typically, they would just burn the grabber, then do the triple. Oh, and it looks like he got first try RNG. Nice. And meanwhile, HD is going to be doing Moonshot. This is a very tricky shot because the angle is not very obvious. And he gets it. Because so it's RNG where the ball is going to spawn. So he could kind of like spawn to the right of Luigi, and that means you have to like readjust the angle, but if it's spawning above you, then that means you just have to pull down and then shoot it. Oh. Okay. A little adjustment and he scores. Yeah, this is like the Observatory. This is like a very real but artificial like representation of the art of outer space. And it just has like a fake moon that you need to destroy. All right, so Because Slim Bankshot is everybody's favorite ghost, unfortunately we have to skip him. So, Mario Star is one of the 5 Mario, yeah, the star is called Mario Star. It's one of the 5 hidden lost items of Mario's belongings, so you have to find these items and then give them to the fortune teller, Clairvoya. And she will basically kind of just give you the a bit more of the lore of this game. But we'll be getting to that pretty soon, actually. Alright, so far so good. They got the triple. Alright, first try Boo. Excuse me. Alright, we're, what is it, revisiting these rooms because we're going to be collecting their boos. And then coming up, we're going to be playing a bit of hide and seek with the twins named Henry and Orville. And yes, they're actually direct references to the people who invented the planes, airplane, and the founder of the Ford, brand car. Founder of the car brand Ford, I guess I should say. That makes more sense. So that was not very good RNG, but yeah, I'm fine. I'm not exactly here with this race right now. So if we could just come back in the next couple of hours, I'll be fine. So HD just lost that one cycle on Henry there. It just loses him a little bit of time. Oh, and Minnie gets an even worse hit there. Well, can we get a double? Nope. It is possible to do a double setup. It's just not really worth going for. Yeah, I would say that like most of the portrait ghosts kind of have a and it's a pattern, if you will, on how to control their pulls. So the twins are pretty aggressive compared to some others. Alright, so he gets the tech skip there. Unfortunately not hitting the mirror first try. And so Luigi actually has some comments about the objects that he scans. And many getting second try RNG. Alright, so like I said before, this is Clairvoya. We deposit our items to her, and then she gives us some info about Mario's whereabouts and who's behind all this. This is just going to be almost a minute and a half of just button mashing. Kind of like this. Non-stop. So yeah, I would probably say this text alone saves you probably around... I'm not exactly sure on this, but I would probably say it saves you around 20 seconds. Over English. 10 to 20 seconds, I'm not entirely sure, but it is noticeably faster. So anyway, we're done. And she doesn't basically put up a fight to try to get away. She wants you to suck her up so she can go back into her portrait. Since she kind of deems herself doesn't have much of a purpose. Uh-oh. Oh man, that was almost a case of the boog escaping right there. Alright. Nice RNG. Well, the thing I was concerned about was he was going into the right side wall. He would potentially go into the right side wall, and that would mean he'd have to go into the mirror room. But yeah, I know. But what if he did, though? Where would he end up? Because apparently, we kind of found a sequence break in the boo the boo from the dining room, where he went back into the dining room, and he ended up into the ballroom. So yeah, video games. This game's programming makes sense. Alright, so looks like he got the double there. Nice. Well, he has plenty. These runners have plenty of opportunities to get Van Gore text, and that could just ruin the entire run. Unfortunately, though, Mini is not doing so hot in Safari. Alright, so we're coming up into Colossus. Colossus is the Area 3 boss ghost, and he consists of like 15 boos that go towards your counter of, boos. So it's kind of nice, but at the same time, Colossus is just a incredibly hard boss to deal with on a casual level, but for speedrunners, we fortunately found a technique that helps get rid of him at least in 2 cycles. But we can try to get him in 1 cycle. The unfortunate thing can happen is that a boo can get stuck. Or, I mean, a boo can go out of bounds. Or the ice can sometimes float out of bounds, too. But that didn't... let's hope that doesn't actually happen to Mini. Alright. That first cycle, or that spurt looks good, and he gets them all. Nice. Let's see how Mini does. Looks like he's got the right angle. And... okay, one more. Oh man, I think he was stuck on the right statue. What the heck, man? Oh, that is garbage. That was a Garbo one cycle, if you can even call it that. Man, come on, dude. Oh, interesting. That's an interesting, I guess, optimization. Eliminating all RNG. I did not know. I actually kind of noticed it, but I didn't realize like what he had done to get that. So that's a neat little trick. So as we move into Area 4, I guess I'll briefly explain, or at least try to explain to the best of my ability, how we handle boos in this game. And because the boos in Area 4 are incredibly difficult to deal with, like some of them are going to be really way more aggressive and harder to control. So a technique we like to use and abuse is R pumping, which means it'll stun lock the boo in place for 15 consecutive hits. So like a cackle is one hit. The boo does one cackle per hit, and depending on where you're positioned, he can do like upwards of maybe 3 cackles, or more. But if you're close enough and you do these R pumps, you should be able to get him to cackle 15 times before the damage timer goes away and he runs away. Quindus, I can't even say that. Quindasupai. Oh no, that's supple. That's right. Simple. Anyway, words are hard. I can't speak, so lights out. So, right now we're searching for the portrait ghost Uncle Grimly. And the hint, the very vague hint that this game gives you is that he likes to be in a room with mirrors, and I think the other vague hint was like he prefers particularly dark rooms, which doesn't really narrow it down because it's the blackout. But yeah, he's in the wardrobe room, and he gets the Instagram. So the thing about Grimly though is that there is no limit to how long he can wait to show his heart. But okay, looks like we don't have to do any waiting at all. Yeah, but his timer is basically infinite, and so far the longest recorded time would be, I guess, 56 to 54 seconds before Grimly showed his heart. But that's such a rarity to ever happen. He'll on average wait around 8 seconds. Well, the thing about Grimly is that I think he doesn't spawn until you enter the anteater room. So that didn't really influence anything by getting scared in the parlor room, but I wouldn't like discredit it. I wouldn't like discredit the theory, because I've had that same thought myself. HD is having really hard time getting this first ghost to spawn. Okay. So that's how we can get a setup for the double. It's a very tricky double because the hitbox tends to not agree with the vacuum on the left side. So I think Mini is currently ahead right now because HD did not get the Breaker Boo 1 cycle. Unfortunately, the boo was not in an ideal spot. And yeah, so I'm not exactly sure what the play is for him. If he either will warp back down and clear pipe room to find him, or he's going to mirror warp, or I mean save and quit. So yeah, Mini is now ahead. I guess I'll change that. Switch. So yeah, if HD were to get Breaker Boo, then that means he would be one Boo ahead, and essentially he can skip going for the Van Gore Boo. So I'd say Mini's about 5 seconds. Yeah, roughly 5 seconds ahead right now. Both of them getting the same Ghost RNG right there. Alright, so this is the Clockwork Room, and we're going to be taking out these Clockwork Soldiers. They will probably try to do a really ballsy technique of getting a double here. Oh, looks like he's going for it. And it's good. HD, what does he get? He also gets it. Nice. Alright, so we're just going to be burning up these Shy Guys here. Not going for Boston Burn. It's a shame. Alright, so this is like an instance where we're scare skipping, so we can skip Luigi's animation by pulling out the Game Boy Horror when a ghost spawns. In that case, it's actually pretty good to use it on. Alright, so moving on to the armory room. It is by far the laggiest room in the game, and is not very how do you say? It's very easy to drop inputs. Oh dear. Oh dear. Okay, that poison mushroom scares me. We don't need another victim. Oh dear. Okay. Okay. Still got the backup. Okay, so it didn't seem like RNG is being good to these guys. Yeah. Okay, so Mini got a double cackle. Oh, he gets it. Nice. Yeah, there's actually a little technique that can help kind of manipulate the Boo to be closer to the ground by dragging them. We can use our right stick to move our angle lower, so that way it helps drag the Boo closer to the ground. Because if the Boo gets too high, then you're gonna be doing a double cack. He's gonna be double cackling for every R pump. Yeah, he's opting to not go for it, which is not a bad thing considering the lead that Mini has is only roughly 5 seconds right now. Not a big deal. So this is the pipe room, and it's technically a room that you don't need to clear in order to get the key from it. We just need to turn this valve and shut off the water pipe. Alright, so I want to say, like, bless RNGs in the chat, but I just really hope that nobody gets 2-cycle Weston right here, because he's very tricky to deal with. Because the floor is very, very slippery. Oh, dude, wow. Mini, no. Well, that was, yeah, that was kind of crap right there. Okay, well, okay, so he needs to get this boo and then save warp. He might have double cackled right there. Yeah, he's definitely double cackling. But as long as he can manipulate him to go to the right side, then he should be good. Yeah, for a 2-cycle. Alright, he gets him back. Alright, what's the outcome right here? Okay, he saves warp first. Yeah. So HD is back in the lead by a couple of seconds. Oh my goodness. Yeah. That was just unfortunate, though. Alright, so like I said at the beginning, this is double elimination bracket, so if HD wins this, the brackets will reset and we have to do another round between these two runners. But if Mini wins, then that's it. It'll be over. So stick around if there's going to be a second race. Also, you filthy swan. You I messed it up. That wasn't the first line. It is you, no? You interfere with my afterlife's work? You filthy swine. You applied to seed life. I get my creations. Very well. I shall show you the mastery of my art. Nice Van Gogh impression right there. Indeed. Huh. So, oh man. So considering how close these runners are, they're gonna have to pull some very aggressive plays right here. Oh no, the double or the dang. He lost that double. Yeah, so that costed him about roughly 4 to 5 seconds. That's the thing too. I made sure to look this up. He's actually Dutch, or at least referencing a Dutch person, but Vincent van Gogh, but they gave him a stereotypical French accent, so yeah. Alright, so how's the RNG? Okay, Mini gets first try. HD gets first try. Oh, that was a nice drag right there. You get him closer to the floor. And they both get a really good first cycle there. Now for the second cycle. Okay, here we go. What's gonna happen? Okay, he gets the insta text, and so does HD, kind of. Oh man, it all comes down to King Boo. Oh man. Oh man, this is so hype right now. Hmm. Yeah, and both of them are gonna get like a high 57, I think. Dora could change things. Oh. Well, that didn't happen. Oh man. Should have just gone for Breaker Boo. I know, man. Oh man, to be happening in the champion round. Oh my goodness. All right, so this is it. A lot of things can actually happen in this boss fight. So the best case scenario is King Boo. These runners can take King Boo down in 2 cycles, but if they do not meet the certain requirements, then they'll opt to go for a fast or slow 3 cycles. Oh man, so it's all on a damage timer, I guess. So we want to try to dwindle his HP down to be 250 HP on the first cycle. If he's anywhere above like 260 or something like that, it would probably be better just to do a fast 3 cycle. But here we go. Let's see what happens. Oh, that's a very good sign. Okay, 248 and 237 for HD. I don't think this is going to make the difference. So, or break the difference, I mean. So, yeah, I think Mini just won that. Oh, I got kicked. Never mind. I was gonna say I could cheat and then see who won. That is game 57-49 and 57-51. Holy god, 3-second difference right there. Holy crap. GG's, that concludes the Luigi's Mansion 80% No Out of Bounds tournament of 2019. God, that was a mouthful. Well, now.
Hello.
Well, congratulations, Mini.
Thank you.
Oh,
Wow.
how do you feel about that? Like, you were all the way through neck and neck with HD, just going back and forth, especially at the very end.
Yeah. Man, that was a race right there. 2 seconds difference. Not even that, less than 2 seconds.
Yeah. Oh man.
GG.
Yeah. Yeah, if HD wants to join us.
Yeah, I wasn't paying too much attention to HD's run, but my run definitely had some ups and downs. But I mean, overall, I don't know. It was an alright run, but definitely good race material, I think.
Definitely. And HD, congrats on 2nd place.
Woo.
So
At least you don't have to play this game.
At least you don't have to play this game anymore, yeah. In the next, like, 13 days or something like that, or 12 days, I guess, but we'll be playing LM3. Putting this game to rest, kind of.
No one liked this game anyway.
Yeah, exactly. This game has just been tearing us apart.
Alright, well, sorry, HD. Had to do it to you.
Yeah, well, fucking breaker, you know, I lost like 45 seconds there.
Yeah.
And then I missed the Shy Guy triple on Van Gore because one went really high up. And that just ruined everything. And that's the slowest one too. That was like 8 seconds.
That boo spawn though wasn't ideal because I think he was too high for you, wasn't he?
Which one?
The breaker boo, I mean.
No, I dropped an R input and he just got further away.
Dang.
Damn,
That makes sense because I think he would double cackle. Well, I gotta say though, did you have any instances where you were having dropped control inputs?
Yeah, quite a few. My controller's bad. I gotta get a new one.
I guess I wasn't really noticing it that much, but I just wanted to ask in case, because I was kind of aware of that. Well, GG's boys.
Yeah,
that
race.
concludes this tournament.
Good tournament.
Will be if I can ask real quick, are there any plans to do a 100% tournament?
Doubt it.
All right. At the very least, we got a new game to be grinding for speedruns.
Yeah. This feels like a very anticlimactic end, but
I know we would have loved to see another round, but oh well.
I've had enough gaming for today with my 2 runs. Yeah, cool tournament. Shoutouts to SpeedGaming for letting us host again, or them hosting again.
Yeah, it was very greatly appreciated.
Shoutouts to all the commentators and runners.
Yep, shoutouts to them. Shoutouts to the runners.
GG.
Yep. Thanks for hosting, guys.
Thanks for watching. We'll probably host another one next year.
Maybe. Depends on how... well, I talked with Skazi yesterday. We'll probably do some LM3 tournaments. We might do yearly tournaments for that game, but we'll do it in January. That way it's like on the opposite side of the year compared to this game's tournament.
Oh,
Alright, seems good.
But yeah, gotta see if that's a good speed game still.
Yeah,
that's the thing.
I have high hopes as well. But yeah, GG's, man. It's been fun.
Yeah, it was fun commentating and host and, you know, running as well.
Yeah.
All right.
At least I don't have to. I don't think I have to pay anything out of pocket because I got second.
Yeah, that's true.
So Michael can just give my earnings to. Well, Michael got third, so I guess everything goes to Mini. Me and Michael don't get anything.
Yeah, it's true. You're the ones who put
We're the ones that are putting forth the money.
Yeah, exactly. I was about to say, how does it feel to be paying yourself?
Great.
Yeah, that's how it's like being a speedrunner. You have to pay yourself.
Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna hop off now.
Yeah, me too. Well,
right.
thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you all whenever the next tournament is.
Yep.
Take care.